The history and life of the farmers in the box ironbark forest and the goldfield areas. Authored by Meaden. In the years leading up to the gold rush of 1850, many colonials moved south from New South Wales to Victoria in the promise of better beginnings and livelihoods to the goldfields area. Before Europeans arrived, however, Aboriginals lived on the land and lived prosperously with nature. Once Europeans came to the goldfields, disease outbreaks such as smallpox caused 1 to 2/3 of the population of Aboriginals in the goldfields area and Victoria to diminish. Additionally, the hostile takeover from Europeans caused killings and forceful removal of Aboriginals in the area. In the lead-up to the 1850 gold rush, many Europeans started farming sheep as a main source of food and income. This was also one of the first counts of land degradation by Europeans in the box ironbark forest and Victoria. When gold was first found in the Bendigo area in 1850, it brought an unprecedented amount of Europeans to the goldfields area. This caused a high demand for food. This brought a wave of farmers that would farm sheep, cows, wheat, chicken, and more to the box ironbark forest and the goldfields area. From early mining and farming, the land has been significantly altered and has changed a lot of the ways places farming in the goldfields occur today. Lots of the box ironbark forest was removed for both farming and mining in the Bendigo area. Before European settlers arrived, the box ironbark forest thrived. However, now there's only 17% left of the box ironbark forest in Victoria. In today's culture, farming is a thriving job in the Bendigo area, goldfields area, and the box ironbark forest due to its healthy soil levels. Farming in the box ironbark area is estimated to commit $1.3 billion to the Victorian government, with sheep, grain, cows, chickens, apples, wheat, and many more. Farming is plentiful in the area. In present days, farmers are impacting the box ironbark forest and Bendigo region with poor water management and declining soil health. As you can see in the photo in the bottom right, the soil has been significantly changed from European animals such as cows and sheep and has destroyed the top layer of the soil. Farmers are affecting the biodiversity and habitat of the box ironbark forest across the north central region of Victoria. Over the last 150 years, the box ironbark forest has been cleared significantly for farming practices. 83% of all ironbark forest has been removed since Europeans first came to Victoria. Some flora and fauna that have been affected are the scented bush pea, Williamson's wattle, regent honeyeater, swift parrot, and many more. Water management is tough for farmers today. They have to endure many dry periods and become accustomed to restrictions, which makes farming very difficult. The box ironbark forest is accustomed to dryness. However, European farming needs high amounts of water to produce nutritional food. Importations from outside of Australia are making it extremely difficult for farmers to make a living. In countries like Indonesia, wages for workers are significantly less and allows them to sell their product for less money in Australia. Another challenge for farmers is pests. Pests are a continual disruption for farmers. They consistently affect their crops and can damage their output of productions. Lastly, the biggest challenge for farmers is always land management. If farmers do not take care of their land, then they will not be able to grow or look after their product. Communities and farmers are working towards new goals every year to improve not only the environment but high food production. The Trust for Nature and Land Care Group is working with landowners such as farmers that have significant private land that is high in biodiversity for native animals. This is giving farmers help in improving their habitat by planting more trees, making tree boxes, assisting in land maintenance, and many more things. Also, government-funded initiatives such as community-supported agriculture is an agricultural production marketing system that sees farmers sell closer to their farming area so that food is more fresh and more nutritious. Farmers today are now becoming more informed on how to be more sustainable with the box ironbark forest in general. Farmers are now planting more trees on their properties for tree corridors so fauna in the box ironbark forest that rely on tree proximity to move can now move more safely without getting attacked on the ground level. Fauna going on the ground level puts them at risk by getting attacked by snakes, foxes, eagles, and many more predators. Another sustainable practice is removing invasive weeds such as the stinkwolf weed, which drains lots of groundwater from other flora and competes with other native flora. Farmers have three major challenges to atone for, and that is sustainable agriculture, overpopulation, and climate change. Sustainable agriculture is pushing for more coexistence between farming and the environment. Overpopulation is putting strain on farming as demand is becoming higher and production practices will be strained to keep up with the demand. And lastly, climate change in Australia. Australia has already seen climate change affecting it. However, it is becoming only more prevalent, and farmers will need to become accustomed with new practices to survive climate change. On a global scale, farmers in the box ironbark forest are trying to compete with other countries to sell not only their product in Australia, but are competing with other countries in the world to sell their product. The demand for lower priced food is causing Australian companies to look outside of Australia to third world countries for importation of product. Farmers will also need to adapt to technological advancements in the industry such as robotic work and heavier infrastructure. Adding to that, global warming is affecting every country in its own unique way, and it's making Australia become very hot. So the use of greenhouses is becoming more common. Farmers are becoming smarter in their growing techniques and skills. Backyard farming is becoming more popular and giving city folk more fresh and nutritious food to enjoy. Farmers are also learning new and more environmentally friendly practices such as irrigation techniques and planting methods that are better than traditional. Lastly, farmers in the box ironbark forest are farming alternative food sources such as lucerne, which is great compared to traditional farming plants. They include withholding water better, they don't damage soil as much, and have more nutritional value compared to traditional farming plants.